Speaking of being on the road, Garth Kemp on the road with weather this morning and giving us a little bit of a taste of the holidays. Good morning, Garth.
Yeah, good morning, you guys. We are out in Union Square today, or Union Station, downtown Los Angeles. Disney's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey gonna go on November 6th, but the train starts here this weekend on a 6-month tour that'll take it. Let's take you into one of these more carolers. Everywhere you go this morning. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's going to be a long morning with them. All right, so this is performance captured. You've seen that before. Jim Carrey in this. It is Disney's A Christmas Tale. So it's obviously the story of Scrooge. Gary Oldman's in it. The car we're in for you right now, there's 7 cars, or 4 cars, excuse me, 7 different exhibits. And this is actually what they used to show the guys that do the performance capturing what they wanted, say, Jim Carrey to look like. So you have Jim Carrey down here as a young Ebenezer Scrooge. They actually did the portrait of this. Then they took him, you can tell, not a good skin complexion, as a teenager Scrooge. And then finally what they wanted to show him as, finally, as Ebenezer Scrooge at the end. And this is what they used. They do that performance capturing where they put those electronics on them and they just kind of relayer it. And it's the Disney Tale. Plus, Gary Oldman's also. Where's Gary Oldman? Oh, Gary Oldman as Bob Cratchit. And not only does he play Bob Cratchit, that's the shot they wanted to look at. Look at this. Gary Coleman also plays Tiny Tim, and this is what Gary Coleman would look like, or Gary Oldman would look like as Tiny Tim. Interesting stuff. They also have original letters in here, Dickens letters going on, Christmas chapter, the Pickwick Papers. They've got some great stuff. 10,000 people expected to come through this place a day for the next 4 days. It's 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. and then 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Memorial Day. It's Disney's Christmas Carol. And if you look down here, we're going to take you to this next car later. It even gets better, so the kids can come on out, see the train. It's a working train, obviously. It's going to be leaving here after Monday, heading to Arizona on a 6-month tour. The movie will open November 6th from Disney, and then it moves itself and finally starts in L.A., which is appropriate enough, and will end up in Grand Central Station in New York in November, which should absolutely be festive, especially with the weather. But great costumes, a lot of fun, free admission. They also have a 3D theater here. Funny you should get to that part as I walk by you. Yeah, nice. You know, timing is everything. Anyway, let me take you right back out. So that's one of the cars. We have a lot to show you this morning. Listen, a lot of people, tough economy, not going many places for the weekend. You come down here, it's absolutely free. And if you can see in the distance down there, the Disney Christmas Carol sign for us, see, it starts November 6th. That's an inflatable theater. We'll take you inside there. Beautiful with some 3D stuff and all the imagery and what happened to go in to make this film. So it's coming up in just a little bit. We'll have more coming your way. Real fun, free. The kids will love it. Adults will love it. Disney's A Christmas Carol. Here, the train starts for the next 4 days here and then heads across country. We'll check back in just a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Kathy, Philip, we've seen some great stuff here for Disney's A Christmas Carol. The train tour getting ready to kick off, going to go all across the country for the next 6 months. Promised you we'll get back on the train for the final. Come on, we'll take you inside. This is an inflatable theater for 3D. Dolby glasses, very cool, not like the old ones. Come on in, Dave. And lo and behold, here's the theater. We lit it up a little bit so you can see it. The carolers are in with us. This will be going on about a 10-minute show. Not only can you see how the movie was made behind the scenes and some of the techniques done. It's all in 3D, by the way. But you'll see exclusive clips of the movie that's coming out November 6th with Jim Carrey. Performance captured. It's amazing. I hope you've had a chance to see some of the stuff we've showed you. Okay.
But he does have a look at our weather, too. Garth.
Hey, good morning, you guys. I just really wanted to show you weather on the road, weather on the tracks, the Disney's A Christmas Carol movie, and the train tour kicking off here. It's going to be a fun event. I just want to give you the size and the scope of this thing. It's a little dark out still for us, but nonetheless, this thing is here at Union Station and starts today, goes for 4 days. They're expecting 10,000 people a day out here. It's going to be an amazing time, and it's free, so bring the kids. There's lots of activities. We showed you one of the trains earlier. We'll show you a lot more coming up, including this is going to be a big-time movie. We'll show you more, and we'll take you behind the scenes as well. That's what goes on in the inflatable theater. That is an actual inflatable theater. Carolers are making snow, so if the economy's tough for you, stay down here in LA and come on out and see it going on starting today at 9 a.m. Much more to come, including your 7-day forecast in just a little bit. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Garth.
All right, so the train's here. This thing is fun. It's open all weekend long. We have a lot to show you. Let's get to it. We've already showed you the first part with the costumes and the things going on the
Portrait gallery. Now we're in the landscape gallery, where actually concept art was developed for the film. This gives the filmmakers an idea of what the final scenes will look like.
It's a storyboard that's computer done, basically.
It really is. It's basically computer done, digitally in some respects, and some of the things, as you see, they'll dissolve into the various scenes from night to day to night, and also show you all of the different sets and scenes that you'll see in the movie itself.
Now take a look.
Yeah, this is actually the model room where they built models of the various scenes that they'll have in the film. Using a lipstick camera, they actually used it to move in and around the models to actually set up the stage area with parameters so that the actors will work within those parameters in the performance capture process and not exceed those. Otherwise, they'd be running into walls.
All right, this is Big Ben. I pretty much have lost hearing you guys out at the studio, so I think I'm probably running out of time. Coming up next, we're going to show you how they do some of this stuff in a really wild, I like to call it the white room. You call it the...
I call it the volume room, but white room works too.
We'll show you that coming up in just a... Oh, now I can hear you guys barely. It's... Disney, yeah, I should remind you guys, Disney is the parent company of us here at ABC7. I think I said that. Here's the volume room. Lots going on. We'll check back in just a little bit. It is a huge exhibit. Opens today, 9 to 9. It's all for Jim Carrey and the Disney movie.
And it's free.
A Christmas Carol, and it's absolutely free. 10,000 people a day. Philip, Kathy, this is one of the outfits that actually Jim Carrey wore. These are those bodysuits. They use 4 cameras on the face, 120 cameras in a studio like this. That's it, where they do all the acting. We'll show you more in just a second. Let's get to the weather quickly and show you for the weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for us. Temperatures are going to be moderate pretty much everywhere. We'll look for downtown LA at around so much to see here. The kids come out. There's carolers. They're making snow out here. And, of course, Jim Carrey, Gary Oldman. It is the Christmas Carol done by Disney. But look at this. See all the spots in their face? They actually put a mask on their face. That measures every movement on their face. All their acting is done like you're seeing right there on a soundstage very similar to this. They call it a motion capture sound stage. Then it is layered. So they've done their acting without any makeup, any costumes, the entire film. It's proving to be a pretty cool event. We have a lot more to show you. All that coming up. Grab the kids. Let them be a little late for school, because coming up at 6:15, we're going to show you some very cool interactive stuff they can do here that HP is tied in with Disney. All that's coming up in a little bit from Union Station. The flyover London room. You can actually fly into some of these scenes. Look at these HP monitors and stuff. The kids can come on in, the adults too. It's very cool. These are actual scenes from the movie. Watch it take you down in 3D, push you into where Scrooge is. How cool is that? And then if you continue on, 5 different scenes from the movies. It'll also ask you different questions, so it's interactive for the kids. They get to answer that as well. Another monitor down here. But you can see how many monitors there are for this as well. Here you go. This is morphing. You come on in here, and you can get your picture. Get a card. They give you a free card. This is what I would look like as Scrooge. That's me beautifully on its own. There's me as Belle. Nah, that's not my favorite one. Here's me as Tiny Tim. What do you think?
I don't see the big difference.
And I don't. Okay,
there
great.
You are.
Now here's Sean, my cameraman. Come over here. Here's Sean normally. That's kind of frightening on its own. Here, we figured Sean looks the best as Belle. What do you guys think?
He doesn't look too bad.
And everybody can do this,
Here's
huh?
Sean
This
as
is just
Tiny
something you
Tim.
can do when you come up down there.
There's Sean as Scrooge. I forget this character. Marley. And there's Sean as Marley. All right? I think Sean will cast as Belle. And then quickly, Dave, our other cameraman that's holding the camera, we have him as Tiny Tim. We thought didn't work really as Belle. So what do we say with you? Scrooge? Oh, no. Marley. So there you are. We are casted. It's one of the fun things you can do here. You come here, take the picture, and it's all free. Starts today at 9 o'clock, all for the new Jim Carrey Disney movie, Christmas Carol. More to show you. We're getting to the end of the train. We'll show you that coming up. It's free. 10,000 people a day here. More coming up in just a little bit as we head to Memorial Day weekend. It's a lot of fun, you guys.
All right.
Hey, Philip, we've seen some great stuff here for Disney's A Christmas Carol. The train tour getting ready to kick off. Going to go all across. You leave. Look at this. I think this, it looks so real. It's wild, especially because there's overcast outside now. This is where you'll exit off the car. Of course, the feast, as Ebenezer Scrooge had figured it all out. Take you back outside. It starts today. Once again, this is going to be a 6-month tour. Our carolers are out here. Be careful coming down, Dave. The cord's down this area. Merry Christmas. Our jugglers are here. I've always wanted to get up You all right?
Yeah,
You having a good time?
absolutely.
Can't get on the train, though.
I can, actually.
Yeah. Look at the length of this train, Dave. I'll let you keep going. Disney's A Christmas Train Tour. This is opening the film in November 6th. Gary Oldman, of course, Jim